King Charles III has provided a generous settlement to the distinguished Sir Edward Young, who found himself in the thick of Prince Harry's security dispute with the Home Office. Young received the payment upon exiting the royal household earlier this year for his devoted service to the late Queen. The royal family made public their annual sovereign grant report on their official website. It highlighted an account showing the former royal aide was awarded a substantial compensation package estimated at between £145,000 and £150,000. The report also disclosed the royal family's receipt of £86.3 million in public funding for the financial year 2022 to 2023. According to the statement, the Right Honourable Sir Edward Young departed the royal household on May 15, 2023 and received a compensation payment of £145,000, which was accrued in these accounts on the 31st of March 2023. All pension payments relate to the defined contribution scheme or are payments in lieu of the pension. Young, labelled as Prince Harry's nemesis by Newsweek, enjoyed this generous redundancy package as a result of the merging of His Majesty's household with that of his late mother post her demise in 2022. Young served the royal household for 19 years, commencing as the principal private secretary to Queen Elizabeth in 2017 until her passing in 2022, following which he served as the joint principal private secretary to King Charles III. Young, a pivotal figure in the royal echelon, managed the royal itinerary and coordinated significant events, while also liaising with the private secretaries of other royal households. Upon the announcement that he was leaving royal service, Young issued a rare personal statement. "I'm honoured to have served two sovereigns through historic times, and grateful for all the support and friendship of colleagues along the way. I'm deeply touched by their kind words and tributes as I venture beyond the palace gates. But I look forward to staying in close contact in years to come." Young became the subject of increased public interest in recent years as Prince Harry revealed friction between himself and his grandmother's heavily relied upon aide. In 2022, Harry made a public declaration of distrust about whom Elizabeth chose to surround herself with. This came during an interview for NBC's Today Show, in which he described a fleeting secret visit to the monarch with Meghan ahead of the Invictus Games in the Netherlands. Then, according to royal historian Robert Lacey, Sir Edward Young is accused of being personally responsible for failing to find a role in the firm for Meghan Markle. Prince Harry reportedly holds him responsible for the decision to strip the Duke and Duchess of Sussex of their taxpayer-funded security. In Spare, Harry writes, "The bee was oval-faced and fuzzy and tended to glide around with great equanimity and poise, as if he was a boon to all living things. He was so poised that people didn't fear him. Big mistake. Sometimes their last mistake." Sir Edward Young is named in one of Harry's lawsuits as being impartial and blocking his security arrangements because they didn't get along. Earlier, the Queen's private secretary, Sir Edward Young, and Charles's private secretary, Sir Clive Alderton, were also central to the discussions as aides rallied around to protect their principals from the fallout which Meghan and Harry made on Oprah's interview. In addition to his financial settlement, King Charles III also conferred upon the 56-year-old a peerage, promoted him to a Lord-in-Waiting, and bestowed upon him the honour of being a Knight Grand Cross of the Order of Bath and the Royal Victorian Order. Consequently, Young transitioned from Sir Edward Young to Lord Young, earning him a seat in the House of Lords. He now holds the power to vote on legislation under discussion in the House of Commons.